Well, I'm joined by the former Deputy Prime Minister, who returned outstanding results for the National Party at the May 21 federal election. For his trouble, he was knifed for the leadership by an ambitious, and you've heard me say this before, talentless David Littleproud, one of whose first utterances was to say he supported 100% renewables. Not too sure how well that'll go down with people in the bush, but it most probably won't matter because they hardly know him. Barnaby Joyce joins me. Barnaby, thank you for your time. Now, look, I'm not going to embarrass you, but just back to that election. You took a team into the election led by Barnaby Joyce, and I'm sure they voted for the Nationals for many reasons, but one because you were the leader. Wouldn't those people feel betrayed that that leader is now Littleproud?
Well, I suppose as soon as you join up to politics and you sign your nomination form, you know you're going to be part of the process of politics. And some days it works for you and some days it doesn't. Obviously, I was very happy with the result we got. We won every seat that we stood in. Libs, unfortunately, lost 19. And I'll stand by my record that whilst I've been the deputy or the leader, there's not one election that I've gone to where I haven't increased our numbers in the party room.
Absolutely. So do you think, now I know this is embarrassing, but do you think these people voted for a national party led by Littleproud? That wouldn't have even been in their mind.
Well, they would have known they were voting for political operators, and these things can happen. But I'll tell you what I'm not going to do, Alan. I'm not going to turn into Malcolm Turnbull. So, I'm going to suck it up, take it on the chin, and get on with the job that's before me. And Veterans Affairs, Shadow Veterans Affairs, very important. And also looking after what's happening in regional Australia. Right. I live here.
We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute, but I just have to say where I go and people I talk to have a real concern that the National Party, like most probably everybody else, seem to be lurching to the left. Is that your feeling? Is that what people are telling you?
Well, I hope not. I as a person, I've won back a Senate seat and I've won back a lower house seat. A lower house seat against a guy who had a 23% margin. He always says he didn't stand. He did stand, and he just pulled out when he knew he was going to lose, Mr. Windsor. Now, you don't beat these people by trying to be them. What you do is clearly voice an alternate form of policy belief. And if they say, don't be chasing the polls, or they say people don't believe that, well, your job as a politician is to convince them that it's right.
Good on you. Good on you.
For instance, nuclear power, convince them it's right.
Good on you.
Understand that you've got to have baseload power, got to keep your coal-fired power stations going. Convince them it's right. Tell them 2050 is going to cost them a bucket. Well, that's not too hard. All they have to do is buy the groceries, buy the fuel, and pay the power bill. They work out how much they're being swindled there now.
Absolutely.
And foot and mouth disease.